Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm on like stress level 100 today, so we're just gonna get into it. I'm making a run fair costume and we need to leave tomorrow. It's currently, I think, 3 o'clock. 2:53. My goal is to make an outfit for myself and for Nora, but this is the beautiful fabric that I have. This year I'm making an overdress. I'm gonna insert the inspiration. I found a YouTube tutorial from someone who actually made a pattern, and I think that the pattern is going to fit me perfectly. We'll see. I made a mock-up and it looked like it was gonna be fine. This fabric for the overdress is so pretty. I just love it. I think it's gonna be perfect. It's going to be a bodice with like an open skirt. So that's the vibe there. And then I'm gonna have an underdress, which if I have time, I will make it. It really depends on how this overdress goes. We will see. I really would like to have them together as a unit. We first need to cut out my pieces for this, which is going to be in the beginning like a little corset thing. I've got the bodice pieces here. This is the front, I believe. Wait, no, it goes like this. All of these are gonna have to be serged because this is a fraying nightmare. I'm gonna lose so much fabric. Before I even go any further, I'm actually gonna do that. The bodice shell is made and I've just pinned it to myself to make sure that it's going to fit, and it looks great. I am very happy. So what I want to do now is iron it, do some top stitching, and then figure out the lining. The pattern says that you should make a lining out of all of the individual pieces, but I'm gonna see if I can just make a lining out of the entire shape of the bodice. We'll see. And then I'm basically just going to be adding a gathered skirt onto this. It's going to be super easy. I think the only thing is I'm going to have to try to figure out how to hide where it all matches up right here. So I don't know if that, I think that I could just tuck the skirt part up into the bodice. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. But anyway, I'll probably show you that process, but I wanted to update that it's going well. Bodice is now done and I put the liner on. I just laid this on top of fabric, my like lining fabric that I used in a previous project. It's kind of slippery, but it's nice because it has like a little bit of stretch so you can kind of pull it. And what I did was top stitched around the entire edge just to make sure that the lining never pops out. I am making this slightly different than how the pattern creator made theirs, but it looks really cute. Shockingly, happily, it fits really well, and it's pretty adjustable as well because this is going to be put onto the bodice. Like the strap is going to be attached via an eyelet and ribbon, and then the front is going to be laced with some ribbon as well. So definitely have a lot of flexibility there, but I'm really happy with how this turned out. Now we do the skirt, which hopefully will be the easiest part. I need to measure this to make sure that I make my skirt full enough. I want to do 2 times this right here. So, because I want the gathers to be pretty full. Or maybe I'll do 1.5 because the fabric is kind of thick. Actually, I'm gonna do 1.5. Okay, skirt is prepared. I can't believe we are on the last step. Like, this is really, really exciting. I did this way faster than I thought I was going to. So we just need to gather this. I am having slight regrets about only doing 1.5 for the gathers because it looks kind of small. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully I don't regret it. I do think that if I did more, it would have been a lot harder. I also was thinking like maybe a circle skirt would have been cuter, but no, we don't have time for regrets. We gotta attach this. I'm gonna do 2 rows of basting stitches and attach the gathers to the inside here. The next dress that I'm making for myself, it has really big sleeves and a very, very full skirt, and then it's like cinched at the waist with ties, or not ties, with elastic, which will actually be covered by my dress that I'm wearing over it, the one that I was just making. But I wanted to do this dress because I needed an underdress, like a chemise type of thing, but I wanted to make one that like I would wear outside of the context of the Ren Fair and like period costuming, because if I'm gonna spend time to make something, like time, resources, energy, all of these things, I want to wear it in other capacities. Got lots of long strips, and I needed 6 yards of fabric for this. That's correct, 6. I don't think I've ever used that much fabric in a dress before, so we're gonna have some serious volume in the skirt. The dreaded task of sewing on all of the elastic channels. That was not fun. Okay, this pattern I think is gonna be really, really cute. It has potential to be one of my favorite items in my closet, but the whole process of making this is really not enjoyable. It's just so much fabric, so much fabric. But now the dress is going to come alive. I wish that I could like accurately show you like how big this thing is. Look at this. This is insane. And you can see the elastic channels, those parallel lines. And listen, I wanted them to look nice and neat, but at the end of the day, this dress has so much like cinching and gathering. Like all of this fabric is going to be like as small as my waist. We're talking like 4 times your waist. Like, I don't even know if it's 4 times, but it's a lot. I just measured the elastic pieces. I recently found my bodkin after going through all my sewing stuff a while ago. And I hope that I can use it for this because it's a long channel to push elastic through. Basically a bodkin is like tweezers that has a little circle that you can tighten with, and then it's a longer piece to shove through your elastic channels, because typically people will use like, I don't know, what do people typically use? A safety pin or something like that, and safety pins are just not that long. Ooh, I think this is going to work. Okay, so I'm not gonna make you sit through it, but I am going to, wait, I'm doing that in the wrong one. This goes in the waist. But I'm going to thread this through, and then once it's like all cinched up, I will show you. You're gonna see like how insanely gathered this dress is. Again, I think I'm gonna love this. It's gonna be like a favorite item in my wardrobe, but the process of getting there, especially the night before I go on this trip, I've been so annoyed with myself the whole time I've been sewing this, because I'm like, I should have just taken the L and ordered something. But I am the worst. I'm really annoying. And I was like, absolutely not. I could do this. And if I didn't have a baby, I definitely could. But I'm constantly learning that my life has to change. Even, almost a year and a half later, I am still realizing all of the things that I cannot do anymore. This being one of them, but I'm still pushing through and doing it anyway. The dress is, I want to say nearly done, but not really. I need to do the binding around the neckline and then hem the cuff of the sleeve and then put the binding on that and then hem the bottom, and then that's it. So really just finishing touches. And I also need to figure out what's going on with this elastic. I have it on backwards right now so it doesn't look right, but I was getting all of the gathers in the right place because in the instructions it kind of suggests that you try it on and get things situated how you want it to be. But yeah, you can see it is like very gathered, very cinched. There is a lot of fabric here. This is definitely a dress that like when you turn around in it, it will flow out. I've also decided that I'm not going to make Nora's dress because it's already 11 something. So I did make her fairy wings last year, and honestly, she's probably gonna be in the stroller and like wanting to be a kid and like exploring, so I'm probably just gonna put the fairy wings on her and like do her hair really cute, and I think that'll be fine. And next year she'll be a little bit older and like, I don't know, maybe care a little bit more. At this point she doesn't care and she will not remember, but as long as she's wearing a little something, I think it'll be fine. But yeah, anyway, let's do the binding. It's now 1:36. I finished the binding on the neckline and on the arms. I'm so tired right now, but I have to finish the hem. I'm going to serge the hem line and then I'm going to single fold it up. I'm not going to double fold because I feel like the double fold is going to be just way too annoying right now. So yeah, I will see you guys at the fair. Also, I have some eyelets that I need to add on to the overdress, but I'm just going to bring a hammer and we're going to do it at the Verbo because I can't do it tonight.